Welcome back for episode 2 for the Strange podcast about anything and everything about Stranger Things. I'm Will Vermillion, joined once again by Mackenzie, Gianna, and Erica. How are you guys doing?
We're doing well.
Good. Woo-hoo.
Good. School going all right?
It is.
All right. That's my best Matthew McConaughey impression there. Now, it has been confirmed by the Duffer Brothers that there will be another jump in time yet again in the next season. The Duffer Brothers have also revealed that the upcoming season will be driven by the characters more as well. So definitely more character driven. Now, what do you guys think about the time jump, and what do you think it's going to be and with who?
So
Kind of a multi-question there.
we don't know the exact time jump, right?
Right. we're
Not
sure
quite
what
yet, because they
period.
haven't said much yet for season 3.
They might show like another one of the number people.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
how they showed 8
Maybe
last
they'll give them
season.
their backstory or something,
Yeah.
and that'll be the time jump.
That'd be
I don't know. I hope it's not too far because I love all the kids who are playing. I guess they're not
Right.
kids; they're teenagers, but
Yeah.
I still want them to be in
Or
it.
maybe they could show the origins
I
of the Upside Down. That'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Ooh, dark and spoopy.
Now, of course, the show left off with Mike and also 11 kind of in an interesting situation in their relationship after the defeat of the Shadow Monster. Of course, we saw that as well during Homecoming, if you remember that scene, which was, to me, one of my favorite scenes. But where do you think the relationship is going from there?
I don't know. I think that they're like kind of advancing in their relationship since they shared their first kiss at the dance and all that. It was pretty cute.
I think, yeah, I agree with that. I also think they share an unbreakable bond just because he was her first contact, friendly contact. I guess there was that one poor restaurant owner, but he did not
Right.
survive, so that's depressing. But because they have been together through the entirety of this amazing adventure and also terrifying one, I think they'll always be close. And for now, it's going to be romantic, but maybe they've also not known a lot of people. They're still very young, so they
Right.
could possibly meet someone new. I don't know.
Oh,
I hope they
stay together.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the scene where they're reunited in season 2 is
Oh,
pretty
killed me.
powerful. To see
beautiful.
just like all the emotion and everything.
I definitely agree with that as well. It's definitely going to be interesting moving forward with that and seeing what comes out of that as well. Now, what do you think of Millie Bobby Brown and her range as an actor? She's very, very interesting, and I actually follow her on Instagram, and it seems like she definitely knows a lot, and she's smart for a 14-year-old as well, but being a child actor and all. So she is getting a lot of attention, but what else do you think that she can do? Because she's pretty incredible so far, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to her acting ability, how much she can do with so little of a script. She doesn't really say much. She acts through her emotions mostly. So I think that is part of what makes her so good.
I agree with that. I also follow her on Instagram as well, and I think she's very mature for her age, and I think that goes along with her skill. And like you said, she's a very good actor for being only 14. I didn't know she was that young. I kind of guessed, but I didn't know the exact age, so that's awesome. I think she could do a lot more.
I feel like she has a long career ahead of her in
Yes.
acting.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe the relationship with 11 and Mike, kind of staying on the subject of Millie Bobby Brown a little bit, and her character as 11?
Well, I think because it was confirmed that the next season is going to be a lot more character driven, so hopefully they'll focus on the relationships a lot more. And I hope that they've already had the trying times in their relationship, so hopefully they'll have cute, happy
Yeah,
moments
I'd like to
ahead.
see them like live like a
Yeah.
normal life where there's no
Go on normal
monster
dates.
coming from the upside down.
If you can at that age, I don't know.
Something
Kinda
cute,
young.
like
Yeah.
Go into a movie
Yeah,
with the
get a
parents in the background.
smoothie together. Something cute.
I definitely like that as well. And one thing I really want them to focus on, at least when it comes to character-driven seasons, as they continue throughout this. There's only 2 seasons, unfortunately, coming up. But the relationship to me between Chief Hopper and 11 is one of the most adorable ones in the seasons so far, in the TV show so far. But how do you think that will continue? Will they develop that more? Because I really want to see that definitely blossom into a much more fruitful relationship, because they did have that fight going on in the cabin.
It was so powerful.
Yeah,
Just
it was
an
very powerful
intense
fight.
scene.
What else do you think is going to happen?
I first have to say that relationship gives me life. And it made me so happy.
Yeah.
Right, and like when he actually,
Adopt?
yeah, he signed the adoption papers and everything. I think
was
that is proof that their relationship's going to continue throughout the whole series, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're going to continue to grow closer.
Right.
And now that they aren't under stress to stay hidden, they can
Right,
finally
just-
act like a normal family.
Right, cute domestic life.
Yeah.
And also, something interesting maybe you didn't know about David Harbour is that he's also going to be starring in the next Hellboy movie. So that'll be really interesting for him as he readjusts see if he can extend that range as an actor. And I'm looking forward to that because I'm a big action movie fan. I loved Ron Perlman the first couple, so I kind of want to see what David Harbour does with this. But staying with Stranger Things, of course, let's talk about Caleb McLaughlin. I love him. I think he's talented, a great singer, and to me, he does the greatest Michael Jackson impressions ever. Now, where do you think his character of Lucas is going?
Well, I saw him on, it was like the lip sync battle show or whatever, when
Mhm.
all of the Stranger Things
Yep.
characters are on there, and I think that was pretty awesome. And his, I don't know, I feel like his career is probably going to go pretty far, just like all of the other actors in this series.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of Lucas, I would like to see them explore his relationship with Max in the next season.
Mhm.
That was,
That
so
was pretty cute. Poor Dustin, though. I do feel bad for
Yeah.
him. But,
He'll find someone.
Yeah, I hated how much they fought. I mean,
right.
I guess friends fight, but it was.
Yeah,
Just
it was
don't
pretty
mind.
sad. But yeah, I think that it would be cool to see more of him
Mhm.
in the next season and all that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if they could go into detail on each person instead of just mainly focusing on Elle and Mike.
Right.
'Cause I feel
Right.
like that's what they did in the
Like I
last
feel like
season.
Mhm.
in like some series how they have like a certain character centric episode or
Yes.
something. Like if they do that for
That
each,
would be
Yeah, yeah,
each
that'd be
character,
awesome.
yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
And of course, her very interesting older brother, Zachary Montgomery, playing the role of Billy. That to me is going to be very interesting. Will he change? I mean, has his character changed throughout the 2 seasons that we've seen him in so far? I mean, so far we've seen him as a bit of a bully to his sister, and not really, I guess, being there for her at times where she would probably need an older sibling in her life.
I think he could become like not a main. I mean, he kind of was a villain in the
Right,
second
like-
season,
Mhm.
but I think he
Mhm.
could become more of one.
Yeah, I feel like it was interesting how they decided to have like 2 different villains, kind of
Yeah.
like the monster from the Upside Down, and like also
A
like villains in
real-life
real life.
monster,
Yeah.
Mhm.
for sure.
So that was an interesting character to put in there.
And
But-
like I was kind of wondering why they brought him in. So I'm hoping they explore the character more to kind of explain why
Mhm.
Like
he was
what?
brought into the picture besides that point. But you could have so many other.
Like maybe just to make it feel more real. Like
Okay.
I don't know, like him and
Like the different
Lucas,
family
their
dynamics.
conflict
That's true.
and all that.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Erica?
Yeah, I was thinking, what was it? Like, I hope they explore his relationship with Max and, like, their family, because
Mhm.
there's definitely something more there that we haven't seen yet.
And with his dad too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really seen much of that as well. But what about Dustin and Gaten Matarazzo?
Yes.
I think he's absolutely one of the coolest guys ever. His character is even more funny because he's kind of like the character that really doesn't care what he says. He has no filter whatsoever and just puts it out there. I think that's the coolest thing about his character. Where do you think he will go from the last season where they left off?
Well, like, from the main characters, the boys, he was, like, one of the ones who didn't end up with somebody. So maybe he'll have a relationship, or maybe they'll explore his relationship with Steve more, because they had that
That was awesome.
romance going.
I
Yeah.
loved that.
Him teaching him how to get his hair right and all
Right,
that
it was
cute
so
stuff
cute.
for the dance.
like, brothers. It was, like, teaching him. It was precious.
Yeah. I'm nervous they're gonna put. I mean, depending on the time jump again, if they're gonna put like a rift between like him and the others because of the relationship thing. Because he'll
Right.
be like, "Oh, you guys are so like caught up in stupid romance,
Yeah.
and I'm."
Right. I hope
know
that
what I
they
mean?
like have something where like they all get back together as like that solid group that they were in the
Yes.
beginning.
Because that kind of happened at the end, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, pretty. I think so.
Okay. That just made me think, though. Now I'm scared. Like, what if the time rift or jump is big enough to where they've all become estranged? No, because the kids aren't that old.
Right. Like I've seen like a couple stills from like shootings from the new season, and like obviously like the actors have aged a little bit and everything from like the first season, so we don't know how like you can like tell that they're older. So I think that they're going to make it like at least like a somewhat significant time jump, but I don't know.
I think
I'm nervous now.
I know,
I'm not
it's
sure if this
stressing
is
me
true,
out.
but I think it might take place in 1985. So just
That's-
like the next year.
Oh. Okay, that's a relief.
I hope they're in marching
Season
band
1
if
was
they're in high school.
83, right? And then season 2 was 80, 83, 84.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
And season 3 is definitely going to be exciting, and I can't wait for it. I know you three cannot wait for it
Yes, we're so
as
excited.
well. Yeah, we're getting amped up, and it's coming, and it's going to be a very, very exciting to see what happens. And definitely the writing, of the Duffer Brothers always just fascinates me with how they're playing this show out. And unfortunately, they said it's only been 4 seasons that they're going to make, and there's only, after season 3, only just that last one, and that's it. So I wish they could carry it more, obviously, but that definitely will not happen. Thank you so much for listening. That's all we have time for today. And once again, you're listening to the Strange Podcast, and I am your host, Will Vermillion.